five M's we have. So mission, money, and material, and marketing, and manpower. So without this resources, you cannot run any company or business. So that's why that we have the resources in such a way. See, when you are starting any business or company, so the ultimate goal is that to get the maximized profit. So that is where that, so the ERP also where we use to use the resources and plan it in such a way and to get the maximized profit. So that's way that in we are going to use the ERP, enterprise resource planning. So it is designed that it to support that. So the various, see, if you have started any business, so various functions which is going to be involved, like sales, marketing, or production, or finance, or HR. So various models, various functions which is been involved, and it is being integrated with the one function to another function. And ultimately the functionality point of view, or the data so we wanted to have that it's kind of the real time data which is going to be updated. So that's way that the ERP is coming. So the SAP application is one of the ERP software. So uh, it is one of the software, the SAP application. So when you talk about the ERP, we do have in the market a number of applications, like we have Oracle, JD Edwards, or PeopleSoft, or BAN, or Workday. So various kind of the applications we have. But again, SAP, why it is booming that? So it has a unique functionality which other application did not have. So the main functionality is that it is a integration capability. So integration means, so let's say that there is a purchases, the as you know, so most of the like a procure to pay process, right? It is a kind of the end to end the scenarios, the where you have in the with the same system you can able to see the all the related the data or reports, whatever the whatnot, like the vendor information, or particular payment information, or whatever the information you just wanted to have it. So you get that, like the first the vendor related purchase order details, or any accounting details. So if you wanted to have it, so the single it's a kind of the real time data get updated. See, ultimately there is a various department which used to involved into the. So if it is a big organizations and all, so there is a multiple departments where we and separately each department is dedicated to like a purchase team. There is a separately where they are. So their responsibility is that only to get the agreement between the vendor, and what is the quantity, what is the materials, and this is the what is the price, what is the payment. And so this is the stuff which the purchase team they do that. So ultimately the payments will be taken care by the accounting department. So if they wanted to know that, so who's the vendor, and what is the amount we need to pay that. So again they need to contact the budget. So instead of that, what in SAP what can happen that, so they can straight away they can log into the SAP application, the application, and they can check that. So this is a particular vendor where we need to buy this particular amount and with the quantity. So the all the information, it is a kind of the real time data updated, and where without contact, it's a kind of the manual. So manual effort is not required here. So they just get what they want in the information. So it is a that's way that the automation kind of thing, the manual work which is going to be eliminated, and also the real time data which get updated over here. So that's the SAP application. So if you see in this particular slide where we have centralized, so SAP we call as a centralized application. We do have the other application decentralized. Decentralized means the data which is not the integrated with the from one function to another function. So the SAP, whatever the solution, like the sales related or finance related or logistics, that means purchases. So this all that it is integrated with that, so end to end processes, so where you have the real time data get updated and you could see that. So and so the ERP benefits, we don't want to spend that much time. So the ERP discount. So if you see that the SAP is the one, so the current the ERP packages, right? The ERP application, the across the globe, what is the SAP scope? So if you see here, almost all 62% is the SAP is occupied when you talk about in the ERP domain. So the other like others are Oracle or Sage or the other applications where which is kind of the small portion. So that's when that, so when the SAP, it is a kind of the a global application, whatever the functionality you, the standard, so we are talking the standard whichever, like there is a particular dedicated process in the SAP we have, so that it is applicable to the across the global wherever you go, and the same transition codes you will be good use that particular processes. So it is remains same, it is. So that's where that, so SAP was a one of the first company to develop the standard software for the business solutions and continue to offer the industry leading ERP solutions. So that's where that, so the business, even SAP is given that it's industry specific the solutions. So industry specific means like a, if see there is a different like what automotive automotive industry we have, let's say that example, we have the automotive industry and we have the banking, right? So let's say, so whatever the fit the automotive processes, it may not be fit to the banking. So since banking is, it is more into the service oriented, and automotive it is more into the manufacturing and all, right? So that's where that, so it is a SAP is been identified that whatever the industry specifications, so that's why that even it is been designed in such a way that the specification of the industry wise solution. So that's why that this there is a lot many things, the features which we have in the SAP. That's why that most of the companies where they would prefer the big the say in the US, almost all Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 500 means the turnover, it's almost all 1,000 crore dollars, right? So there's all the companies is 99% the companies are using the SAP application. Why? Because it has a, the integration functionality, and it has many features than other application where they are not giving that. So that's why it's a global product where we uh, the all the features which is available, the whatever the business requirement which can be fulfilled into the SAP application. So it is a little introduction of that. It is like a market leader in the enterprise application, and SAP it is integrate with, that is what. So mainly the fully integrated model. So the integration. So other like we have Oracle or Workday or even bands, right? So Workday, when we talk about the specific application Workday, so they have the specifically specialized into the HR solutions. In similar way, Oracle, it is only specifically for the finance related solution. So that is where the other application, they do not have capability that integration. So SAP is the application where it integrate all the your business processes, and also it get into the real time data updates. So and also it is almost more than it is kind of the some old slide this is that, but it's more than 5 lakhs customers, so where we the SAP application is being used it. So it's what it is going to be enabled to for company, that's what where we have discussed, like streamline the processes, the by using the best practices, where they have the standard best practices. With that also, the processes, so we can follow that, and user live data and predict customer trends. So this is all that where SAP is going to be a the you can expect that. So all the features. So sorry, basically the introduction to that SAP is that, SAP is nothing, the system application in data processing. So the mainly that, see, the data which you are the data, whatever the data you have it, right, whether it is a purchase data or vendor information data or invoice data. So this is all that way how effectively you are managing the, so that is so those all the companies where they would have into the good position. So that's way that if you want store the information to use that for the future, the forecasting or any analysis purpose. So to storing that, so the application to use it, uh, the data in processing. So the application where you are using to uh, that process the data, process in the sense that the whatever you have real time data, which is going to be stored and use it for the future reference purpose and all. And the when it was started, it is the SAP is in the 1972 with the five IBM employees, where they are working into the IBM, and they have come up, they have came from the IBM company, and they started with the a new company as SAP, and in the Germany. And that's where that is the started, that it's almost all been, it's 50 years plus now. So you can imagine that in the 1972 how the technology was. So in that scenario, so they started with that R by 1 technology, that is a real time one type, so where it was working with the DOS commands. And also it was restricted to the only that Germany, the initial version, when they have introduced the application, the SAP application. Then eventually they have come up with that different with the R&D. And then in 1979, so where they have come up with the R by 2 version, which is going to which was supporting to the multiple countries as well as the multiple currencies. And also the extended, the initially they started with the accounting, then after that they eventually they extended to the other functionalities, like which supports the uh, sales, marketing and all. So that's where so then eventually it started with the 1917, and then they have come up with the 1992 that R by 3, and then in the year of 2004 the ERP. So and in the 2015, so that's where that SAP S4 HANA has come into the picture. So the before that, the way we had it, the ECC application, that is a business, we call as a business suite. And in the year of 2015, so SAP has for HANA the complete business suite. So the application has come in 2015. So from there again, that there is a different kind, we have it again, the cloud versions, on-premise versions. So various kind of the solutions where they have adopted, and we it is keep on what the versions are updating it, and the features are releasing it. So so this is slightly that the SAP, the application we talk about, that the integration where so here when you talk about that in the application, the we have the each function wise we have the one module. So like accounting we have that FICO, and in similar way for sales we have as sales and distribution, and we have for material management, the marketing and inventory management, so logistic environment. So this is all that, and the projects and production, the plant maintenance, so quality management, and the HR. So various kind of that, the functions wise SAP also, it is the different modules we have it. So one person cannot be the into the all the models. So SAP, it's a kind of the ocean, and where the every day it is a kind of the learning. Even since we have been into that almost 14 years, and still we are learning it. So that's why so it is keep on the upgrading, the new things are which is adding. So that's how that it is going. So the in the SAP, it's almost all 60 plus modules we have it. So now, and so the each person, the each module wise the expertise, like so if you are into the FI, so then your model, the you will be the expertise in that particular area. That's how that it goes. So if you wanted to be into the multiple models, so then again it is that where you we need to have the skills set, the background and all. So that's how. So for the the accounting background people, where they can choose that FI, since we understand that the accounting related the terminologies, and in the application also we will be using that the debit or credit or trail balances or P&L or balance sheets. So this is all the terminologies we have, since we have into the accounting background, and also we would be able to understand that how we are going to generate in the application. So we have seen that in the books, but ultimately the how you are passing that the accounting entry, the ledger, right, the accounting entry in the in the system. So that's where that we would have the more interesting into that to learning this SAP application, and to further to continue to explore it more into that. So as I mentioned that in the previously, like SAP is intended to also different industrials, that's what. So we have the different the industries, right? Like automotive or banking or chemicals. So the industry specifications, the SAP is given the solutions, like island gas. So their business process is totally different with the banking. So automotive business process is totally different with the chemicals or the healthcare and all, right? So that's is where that each industry specifications, where it is having the solution, and the companies can opt where they are into, so they can opt that the particular industry specification related solution. So the SAP client, this is just only the to give that some little overview about that. So who are all using the SAP application? It is this is only the few. There are many. Almost as I mentioned that almost all the US, in the US, Fortune 500 companies, they most of them they are using the SAP application. Then you can imagine that how the popular the SAP application. So the SAP evolution, it is a kind of that. So R by one. So that's where that in the 1972 it was started with that R by one, then R by two, then R by three, and ECC, the ERP, sorry, ERP, then SAP S4 HANA. So S4 HANA, that is in the year of 2015, which has the business suite, the application has brought in. So now it is almost 50 years, more than it's close to more than 50 years now. SAP is when they started 1972. So keep on they are adding the innovations. That is the way that they are into the market. So So whatever that R by one is doing the functionality, if they are going they are continuing with the same functionality, then they might not be into the market. So that's why they are doing the keep on the innovations, and they are adding that the features so according to the market and technology. So they are adapting. So earlier it was only that on-premise solutions. Now in the since S4 HANA has come, so where they are giving that cloud solutions also, where they we have the different types of the deployments like on-premise and cloud. So again cloud we have that private cloud and public cloud, so the solutions where we have it. So that's how that SAP is adapting, and also it is going. So what majorly in the S4 HANA where we have the changes that, so in ECG and all the database level point of view, the Oracle tenant databases, it was using it, and in SAP S4 HANA specifically it runs that the database point of view, the HANA database. Why it matters is that, so HANA database it is much faster than the other tenant databases. So why? Because it's a in-memory database where it consumes the RAM. So that is there is more the simplifications which it is being done into the see the customers who are all into the SAP ECG, when they are using since last 20 or 30 years, if they wanted to suddenly they wanted to go to the S4 HANA, they need to see that the benefit. So without having the benefit, they don't want to continue to, they don't want to migrate from the ECG to S4HANA, right? So that is where SAP also shown that. So this is the many the simplifications or business point of view, or the process point of view, or in terms of the database point of view, or user interface point of view. So they have shown that this is the way that if you are going to be into the SAP S4HANA, so these are all the features where we are going to get it. So that's way that customers are more willing to migrate from ECG to S4 HANA, and also the new customers also are adapting. New customers in the sense, the customers who are into the some different application like Oracle or JD AdWords, and all the people, those all the clients, the customers are coming, and they will be migrating to the SAP AS4 HANA and the application. So this is like maybe it's too early that so yeah, the ECC to SAP S4 HANA, the difference is what we have it. What is when we talk about that the user point of view or database point of view or simplification or functionality point of view, maybe probably we would be going to discuss in more into that the coming classes. So at this moment, I don't think it can be it is required. Sorry. So now let me share that what is the course content which so it is the course content. This is the one which we are going to go through that SAP S4 HANA the course content, and it is with the with the 60 hours. And so the topics which I am going to cover here, that SAP S4 HANA overview, and also the HANA the finance changes in the SAP ECG to SAP S/4HANA. What are the changes we have it? Then we would start with that the basic setup. So in a SAP FICO module, we have sub modules. We have divided that like basic settings and the general ledger and accounts payable and asset accounting and bank accounting. So this is various sub modules we have it. So the each submodule, what topics we are going to cover it, I have already shared. So this is all that which I am going to cover, and also in the so once we finish that, so then we'll be going to cover that the real time topics that. So see, this is the only that just kind of the subject which we are going, but again that there is lot many things in the real time, so which apart from the subject we do have that many things like the projects implementation, how it works, and support how it works, and rollouts and interfaces, how it works. So there is lot many things where we have it. So those are stuffs which we are going to discuss, that the mention that integration point of view, how it works and resolving. This is all the stuffs which we are going to discuss on that during the our course. Okay, so is there any doubts or clarifications? So whatever we have discussed so far that in SAP FIC overview from anyone?
What is
But
the time? What
Sorry.
is the timing for coaching? What?
Timing maybe probably I will communicate on that. So not yet decided. It would be on mostly into the morning sessions.
Okay.
Will confirm on that timing part.
If I'll go this one FICO course,
Mhm.
can I get for 2 years? Is there any fake certificate experience or will give?
That you ping me separately. You are in my group,
Uh,
huh? You know my number,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Sorry for that.
Yes, I'm recording this. Okay.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Bhaskar, I have a couple of questions.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
The first would be as a FI financial accounting or controlling concepts, FICO
Mm-hmm.
consultant,
Mm-hmm.
what would be my role if I get selected to the organization?
See again that it is a depend on the projects. So we have that various projects, right? Implementation and rollout or migration. So suppose let's assume that you placed as in the implementation project. So maybe that I don't know you will be going to try as a fresher or experience. So if you are trying as an experienced person, let's say that you have a 4+ years experience, then you will be recruited as a consultant. And also that your role will be that in the implementation project as a team member. So what you are going to involve that, so from right from the requirement gathering to till go live, you will be there. So the roles mainly that, so you just collect the information from the business, what are the business process as is, what they are following that, and in the to be how you are going to design into the application. So this is where that you will try to understand their business processes, and you will try to map it in the application. So the processes which, see, earlier they might be the drawing that financial statements or the invoice posting, or into the different way the business process they were doing it. And in SAP, so maybe that if it is a standardization, so you will suggest that this is how that in SAP already there is a standard process which will be going to need to be adapted, and you need to we follow that. So that's where that you will have more discussions with the your business counter partner. And also you will you prepare like you not only preparation, configuration, there and documentation and testing, and the cutover activities. There is lot many things where you will be involved in. So again depend on the project your role will be. So did I answer your question?
Uh, yes, Bhaskar. The other part is, so are you going to control, sorry, are you going to train on financial accounting and also controlling, or else, or
No.
yeah,
Controlling means since the basic we are going to train it. Even I am not familiar with the broadcasting and COPA, since even I have been into almost 10 years. So even I don't know the broadcasting and all, broadcasting material ledger and all. So the basic we are going to like a cost center, profit center, internal order, and cost elements and COPA. So this is all the topics which we are going to cover in that.
okay. And the other
So
question is,
yeah.
maybe I might be troubling with my questions, but I wanted to understand how the
Mm-hmm.
things work here.
Okay. Yeah.
So, is there any feasibility of implementation of AI for SAP FICO?
Uh,
I-
SAP for uh,
AI.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
are any chances of automation of SAP FICO?
No way that at least yeah, from the functional point of view, I don't think AI going to. So AI cannot get the requirement from the business, right? So AI they don't under AI cannot understand the business. First of all, we need to take the requirement from the business, and also accordingly we need to map it. So that's why, see if it
Because
is
the
like.
user interaction is there, what Bhaskar is saying, right? Because
Uh-huh.
there will be the user interaction is there.
Mm-hmm.
So AI cannot use the interaction with the user, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
see,
definitely.
definitely maybe the AI tool, right? The Joel tool, SAP Joel tool.
Yeah, Joel, maybe it can be simplified 10 to
See, it
20%.
will
It
do
is
simplification, no? But
uh,
it will not completely replace the opportunities,
function, yeah, functionality.
functionalities.
Consulting role, yeah, I don't think it can be replaced completely. Only where it is a kind of just kind of the remote. It is not. I would not say that remote. So the repeated task. So you just need to put that some information, and it will get the only such that it whether it is correct or not. Even AI it cannot tell that. So unless if we judge that. So that's where first of all, at least functionality point of functional consulting side, AI impact is very less.
Okay. So as I explained earlier, so I
Mm-hmm.
have a AP domain experience almost 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do this course, will this be added as an advantage to my career
Yeah, definitely it is going to
to
be.
understand the things how SAP FICO works in the back end, blah blah and all?
Yeah, definitely it will, since you have already that the AP process, right, how it works. So in application in the SAP also, you will be very familiar with that also. So this kind of definitely it is going to value to your profile.
Okay. Thanks, Bhaskar. I'm done with my questions. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. So is there anything else for today?
Okay, so any one of you, right, not there in the group, so I gave the link. So just to update, I mean, some of you, okay, maybe don't know about the group. So I am grouping across the world all SAP people, all working people, HRs, company people, so
Okay.
company heads and job aspirants as well. So if you're not joined, you can join into that group. So you know a lot of things in SAP. I'm building the SAP virtual university. I'm building through the WhatsApp community. Okay, so just
Okay.
one update to all. So you can reach also to me for further information about this training. So we will start the training immediately. From next week only, right? Bhaskar, we can plan from coming
Yeah,
Monday only, right?
yeah,
Coming Monday we can
mostly
plan. Mostly, right?
coming, yeah,
Monday.
coming week on.
Yes,
Yeah.
so you can reach to me. I will give more details about the course. I mean, the other things, system access and all will provide 3 months.
Yeah, so moreover that we are going to go through that Expo HANA, the version with the 2023 version. So that is
Yes,
kind of that, which is the latest in the sense I would say. So it is already released with the 2024 and 25, but again it is not stabilized. Only
correct,
that 2023 are the
correct,
which is currently, most of the companies are using it. So that is the version which we are going to go through that
correct.
our demo.
Yes, yes. So that will provide you 3 months to you, whoever is joining the course. So we'll provide the 3 months server access. And Bhaskar will finish 3 months maximum, right? Whatever the
Yeah,
hours we are
yeah.
going to commit, we
Yes.
will finish the
Within,
course in 3 months maximum.
yeah, maximum 3 months. So that's where that I would, whatever that topics I have shown in course content. So with that, all that we are going to cover that with the real time also.
Okay, I have one doubt. If I'm not available one the course the time,
Mm-hmm.
1 day or 2 days, can I get recorded version?
Of course,
Yeah,
we'll
of
provide.
course. The all the sessions, I think it is going to be recorded.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, so that recording session, it will be available for you
Okay,
to refer
thank
it.
you.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so if any don't have any questions, we can wind up here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And thanks a lot, Mahesh Garu, for arranging this demo session.
No problem. Thanks.
And thanks a lot, Bhaskar, for briefing us on SAP FICO.
Yeah, thanks, Satish. Thanks all.
Okay.
Thanks to all.